The XFL kicks off this weekend, and with that being said, I wanted to give all my viewers of this page a chance to learn something about every single team. So I've taken the time to do a little research in all of them, and today's team that I'm doing is the Arlington Renegades. Before I jump into the video though, if you're new here to the channel, I just would appreciate if you'd subscribe, maybe bump the like video, anything like that. It really helps me. I do this for fun, I do this for free. With that being said, I'll waste no more time. Let's get right into the video. Who are the Arlington Renegades? The Renegades will play at Choctaw Stadium, and they're coached by former Oklahoma Sooners head coach Bob Stoops. He coached the Renegades in 2020 when they were under the name of Dallas Renegades, but this year they'll be under the name of Arlington Renegades. But yes, you do not have to worry. They are bringing back that sick cowboy logo. Now, co-offensive coordinator Chuck Long coached under Bob Stoops at Oklahoma, and he was the St. Louis Battlehawks offensive coordinator in 2020. Now, the St. Louis Battlehawks head coach in 2020 was Jonathan Hayes, and he will be working alongside of Chuck Long as he coached the tight end under Bob Stoops for 5 years before getting hired by the Bengals for the same job, where he served in the tight end coach position for 16 years. And then in 2020, he was the head coach of the St. Louis Battlehawks. Co-defensive coordinator Tim Lewis had 20 years of coaching experience at the NFL level and also coached with the Battlehawks in 2020. And Jay Hayes, brother of Jonathan Hayes, also coached at the Battlehawks in 2020 and has 19 years of NFL experience. Now, the quarterback room is a room with a lot of competition, but as of week 1, Drew Plitt will start. He played college ball at Ball State. It was an undrafted free agent last year. He was signed to the Cincinnati Bengals and played for them in the preseason, and his only real pro action in the first preseason game, he went 6 of 6 for 67 yards and a touchdown. He may not have the longest leash due to his backup having much experience. Kyle Slaughter is slated to be the week 1 backup, and he served as a backup or preseason quarterback for 7 NFL teams since 2017. He was the New Orleans Breakers starter in 2022, but he led the USFL in passing yards, but towards the end of the season, he started turning the ball over a lot due to his injuries, and he finished the season with 13 interceptions. If Drew Plitt struggles, Slaughter, with his athleticism, could bring a lot to the offense. Now, expect the running back room to be a heavy rotation. That rotation will include Devion Smith, Adrian Killings, and Keith Ford. None of them are flashy, but they're all serviceable running backs. At wide receiver, the Renegades will have Jordan Smallwood, who played under Bob Stoops at Oklahoma, and Tyler Vaughns, who played at USC. This past preseason, Tyler Vaughns had a pretty productive preseason for the Pittsburgh Steelers, but wasn't able to make the final roster. But both these wide receivers have good raw talent and speed, but they just haven't been able to have that opportunity at the next level at the NFL. But I expect them to perform very well at this level. Now, on defense, the Renegades have a solid defense as well. They have a lot of NFL experience as well with Will Hill and linebacker Donald Payne. Donald Payne last year was the USFL's leading tackler, and that's a feat right there to lead an entire league in tackles. And Will Hill has 50 years of NFL game experience and was a solid player in 2020 in the XFL for the Battlehawks. Now, the special teams unit that the Renegades have is the same special teams unit that the 2020 St. Louis Battlehawks had. That's a pretty regular thing on this roster. It just feels like they're the St. Louis Battlehawks of 2020. Just move them to Arlington. That unit will consist of Taylor Russolini, who holds the XFL's record for longest kicked field goal, and Marquette King, who dominated as a punter and at his stint in 2020 with the Battlehawks. The Renegades are maybe one of the most well-rounded teams of anybody in the XFL, and they'll have to travel way less than anyone else as well. That could play into an advantage for them and maybe lead them into a deep run into the XFL playoffs. That's all I had in today's video. With that being said, I appreciate you guys watching. Make sure to bump the like button, hit subscribe. I will be making XFL content all season long, and I'll be making NFL content all off season as well. So if you're into that kind of stuff, subscribe to the channel. I would greatly appreciate it. I will see you guys in the next video. Peace.